today's meeting agenda. And welcome, Neelu ma'am. Really, it's a pleasure to see you as a host on this platform, sharEvery platform, with your session. And we are going to start session 4, schedule 4. So we reduce the time, and here we give high priority to time management. So we have to follow. And sharp at 9:15 we'll close the session. After our item by item, we'll close the session. Yes, now it's time to introduce the host by Yamuna ma'am. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's meeting of sharEvery Professional English Platform. Hope all are safe and healthy. On behalf of sharEvery team, I feel delight and privilege to invite Mrs. Neelu Hasmal, host of today's meeting. Ma'am, Neelu ji is born and brought up in Delhi and got graduate in psychology. Married with Mauritian guy and residing there since 50 years. Now, ma'am is enjoying a retired or leisure time. So she worked as a Toastmaster for many years. We live and die by all our communications, success and failures. And today, the topic is about 4 strong pillars towards self-growth and development. And we are excited about the tips of improve our growth towards success. What type of personal growth and development is ma'am is going to speak about? What is the transformational process? Let us know. With this, I would also like to welcome even other Mauritius guests to this meeting. And please join me in welcoming Mrs. Neelu Hasmal to our first meeting of 4th schedule. We would love to hear you from you, ma'am. Neelu, ma'am.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Ram Babu, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest, my love to all. Today, my topic is 4 strong steps toward the personal growth and development. And they are, the first is anger management. The second is attitude of gratitude. The third is how to conquer fear and failures. And the 4th is we all are unique. Now, let me ask one question before starting. That how many of you get angry very fast and how you diffuse your anger? This section is interactions and we all are going to learn from each other. Now, let me tell you one story. Are you interested in story?
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
There was one guy, his name was John, and he wanted to buy a brand new car. So he asking his son, Philip, who was only 5-year-old, and he's telling him, son, what is your favorite color? I should buy a car. And Philip says, Dad, my favorite color is red color, so please buy red color. And father really, to please his son, he buys the red color car. And as soon as the car comes, and the small child took the nail and started scrubbing on the new car. Now, father got so angry that in the fit of rage, he took the hammer and started hitting on the 5 fingers of his right hand. Now the child was crying. And father, when he realized that what he has done, but it was too late, he was taken to the hospital and doctor said, sorry, sir, we have to ampute his all 5 fingers because they are crushed very badly. And surgery cannot be performed. And all the 5 fingers were amputated. And when father was about to go, the son said, Dad, I know being a Sunday, you are going to church, but please ask God when I will get my all 5 fingers back. Dad, it's my promise to you that I will never write anything on your car. But my hand is paining very badly. So the father went home and he said, let me see what the child has written. And it was written, Dad, you are the best dad in the world. I love you and thank you for buying the red color car. The father couldn't take the pain of the son and he committed suicide. Fellow Toastmaster and dear guest, anger is fundamental emotion and we all have experience in our life from our childhood to our old age. We all get angry, isn't it? Now there are two types of anger. The first is mild anger, which leads us to our physical needs. Like if you suffer, for example, if you are going home, the food is not ready, or you want to sleep, children are making noise, or you have gone to work, workers are not there. Sometimes you have got personal argument with your spouse or with the family, we get angry. But second type of anger is physical anger, which leads us to violence, hitting, using abusive language, filthy language, and sometimes criminal behaviors. Now, let me come back to my question that how many of you very often get angry and how you diffuse your anger? Anybody? Please, answer should be short because we have to respect the time. Dr. Ram Babu, what about you? How you get angry and how you diffuse your anger?
Yeah, and thanks for asking. Mostly I won't get anger for little reasons, and I always try to be very calm and patient, and always, and one more, and my strength I feel, and most probably I get compliments from many people. I always try to maintain smile over my face in all the situations. So, and having smile or maintaining smile over our face, as well as to show high patience is the best remedy to control the anger. It's my feeling. Thank you.
So you are a very calm person. Now tell me, anybody's personal experience or they have seen in the family the second type of anger, that is aggressive anger. Anybody is ready to answer?
Yeah.
Yes, please go ahead.
So when you actually when you are articulating this anger management, definitely this struck my mind. Definitely, I used to be a short-tempered person, really, and once in a while, I
have struck.
And after that situation, when I saw my daughter crying in front of me, and she was telling me that, Papa, I will not do it again, I got realized that I have done a Himalayan blunder.
That's very good.
And since then, I have never done such kind of activity, and I have controlled myself, and I have been controlling, and it is working, ma'am.
So you learn from your mistake, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Definitely. This was the first and last mistake I had done.
Very good. Now, the second thing is what common triggers factors for getting anger? Now, for example, the first you can say the influence of alcohol and drugs. We are not going into the details, but we know when people are under the influence of alcohol, how they speak and how they behave. The second reason is financial crisis. It can be. That's why people get angry. The third is long illness. You might have noticed some people, most of the time they are bedridden or on the wheelchair, so they get irritated very fast. The fourth reason is our deadlines. When the load of the work is too much and we cannot go, we get angry. then sometimes we are stuck into the traffic. The destination we have to cover in half an hour, and sometimes it takes 1.5 hours. So we really get very angry. And next is sexual problems. And now anybody can share any other reasons what makes people angry? President Amita, would you like to say something? What triggers the anger?
DTM Dhanu, thank you for giving me this opportunity. But I think you've covered a lot already. So I do not wish to add to it. But yes, I do believe that sometimes it's more in a rage that people do commit, and they do become angry.
Yes.
Okay.
But any particular reason is coming in your mind?
I think it's sometimes a lack of impatience from people's part when they are not able to get the desired result. As you said, deadlines are there, and that's the reason where I sometimes lose patience as well.
Okay, very nice. Thank you, President Amita. Now let's see how anger.
Ma'am, Coach Sandra is raising hand.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, Coach Sandra is raising hand to say something regarding your question.
Okay.
Yes, Coach Sandra here. You were asking about other reasons that we get angry so quickly. So many times I find that the anger is our own, our perception of ourselves being so inefficient, that we're our own low self-esteem. So we get frustrated because we don't know how to overcome something in the moment. And so quite often that anger is lashing out at others, but really because we don't know where to go. So we're feeling cornered or trapped.
Yeah,
that's it.
Thank you. Yeah. Now let's see what is the side effect of anger on our physical, mental, and emotional health. Because anger is like a fire. We always have to remember that anger is only one alphabet shorter than danger, isn't it? So what are the impact on our physical, mental, and emotional health? The first of all, when person gets angry, his heartbeat, pulse rate, breathing, blood pressure, everything shoots up. Second thing is eating disorder. Some people, when they are angry, they stop eating. That is disorder of eating. Then self-injury. Some people, they get for self-injury to calm down. And then all these things leads to depression, mental problem. And in the end, I can say that person becomes emotional disturbance and person becomes not in the balance anymore. So these are the main impact on our physical, mental, and emotional health. Anybody else can say whatever we can add?
You have covered scientifically all the things.
Okay. Now the main question which we all have to understand is how to manage anger. We have said the reason why we get anger. Anger is emotion. Okay, fine. And showing anger is healthy also to some time. But then how to manage? That is the main thing. Because that is the first step leading to our progress, our personal progress, our personal growth, isn't it? So first of all, according to me, self-analysis is very, very important. Because we all know what we are doing. And it's not always that other person is always wrong. No, even we have to be blamed, right? So self-analysis, you ask yourself where you went wrong, how you could have prevented, or how you could have done better. So self-analysis is the first main reason where we can go for our improvement. The second is, according to psychologists, when you are getting angry, count up to 50 and start taking deep breathing. You might become calm. Third reason is we can manage is me time or our hobby time. Because out of 24 hours, 1 hour is very, very important to have me time. Where you can do whatever you like. You might like singing, dancing, or playing golf, or cooking, or reading, whatever. That is one of the reasons that we will be on right track and it will give us calmness. And we have to be role model. Listen to children also. And because when the children are small, the problems are small. When children are adult, the problems are big, isn't it? But you just notice why child is getting every time angry. Don't hit him back or tell him go to the room or give him other punishments. No. See what he's saying, why he's getting angry. Maybe he's having problem with the teacher. Or with his friends. So just go the root level of the anger. Even when children are adult also. Because when children are adults, problems are more serious. So you just talk to them and see why they are behaving this way, why they are getting angry. Because anger is like a fire which burns us first time. And then we should, next point we can say meditation. According to me, that is my personal opinion. If you meditate 5 minutes also in the morning, it will give you really different type of life. Meditation, irrespective of whatever religious you belong. Meditation means just be aware of your thought. That's all. 5 minutes, very, very important in life. And praise others, because sometimes we always interfere, people get angry, but they are keeping. So this, we should time to time praise also. I mean, if somebody is keeping quiet or try to control the anger, so at the same time praise the person also. So according to me, these are the 8 methods where we can manage the anger. I mean. So anybody would like to add more?
Yeah, feel free to share your opinion.
Yeah.
Ma'am, may I say something? Because
Sure.
you told the first option is introspection, right?
Yeah.
Self-introspect, and it works. It works because I do it regularly. Because whenever I finish my day, I took some deep breath, and I take more than 10 or 5 or 10 minutes to introspect myself about my daily activities, what I have done today, and what should have I done, or what would have I done. This kind of things I introspect in my daily activities, and it is working. I have been practicing this since 6 months, and by that my anger is going down. Really, now I am a quite good person because of this.
I'm so happy for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first step. Through that, we can always go for our self-progress, and always remember that anger is only one alphabet shorter than danger. So, our next step is attitude of gratitude. Now, let me define what we mean by attitude of gratitude. Habit of expressing thanks, fullness, appreciation and blessing for others. That's called attitude of gratitude. Let me tell you one beautiful story. This is the true story I'm going to tell you. This 30 years ago, we went to Europe for our holidays. And we went for lunch in a very cozy place. And it was very cold that time. So when we were having lunch, one English guy, he came and he said 1 coffee for him and 1 coffee for the wall. So I couldn't understand. I told my husband, did you understand what he said? He said, no, being a native place, their accents are different and you might have not understood. I said, yes, it is possible also. Then after some time, one Indian family came with 2 kids. So even he said 4 burgers for them and 1 burger for the wall. So when they went away, I called the waiter. I said, sir, can I ask one thing? He said, yes. I said, what do they mean by 1 for the wall and 1 for them? And I mean, He's saying this is the very subtle way of giving the charity. So whatever they are saying right on the wall, they have already paid for that. And when needy people, they come and they are allowed only one thing to take at a time. So I told them, it's not annoying that every time people come and then you have to serve and all that. He's saying, no, madam. They are needy people, but they are very decent people. They come, stand in the corner, and whatever they need, they just say one coffee from the wall. And we give them, and they say thank you, and they sincerely express their gratitude for unknown person. They don't know, but always they bless and they express their beautiful and sincere gratitude for the other person. So, ladies and gentlemen, how beautiful it is. Now, let me ask one question. Anybody can answer. For how many things in life you are grateful and you express your gratitude? Anybody? Danu, would you like to say Danu?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Danu Rajwani here. I'm grateful for, I think, everything in my life. Everything that I have been getting in my life, I keep saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Recently, it's become a more current phenomena of saying thank you, obviously. Before, it was not so obvious. It was coming, going, and I would say thank you, but it was like, okay, thank you. But now, of late, it has become, especially with my daughter getting into her transformational journey, she's got me also into it. And she says, you must say thank you, must write it down, every day, write it down. So now it's become a habit to write down thank yous, my gratitude, and whatever I want also. Even in our prayers, when we pray, instead of saying, God, give me this, we say, thank you, God, for giving it to me, as if we already got it. So it's just an attitude of gratitude that goes on throughout the day. It permeates your whole being. And you're grateful for everything that comes your way. Even if it's raining and pouring outside, you say, thank God for the rain. The earth is getting water. The flowers are getting water. So just thank you for everything.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for this platform also. Yeah. For Rambabu, for Nino giving her talk over here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, DTM Danu. Thank you, DTM Danu. Now the question is how we should develop this habit. Because it's easy to say, but how to develop this habit, that is very, very important. So first is, from today only, start developing first habit, say thank you and sorry. Whoever is doing even small favor also say thank you, and when you are wrong, please accept and you say sorry. The second thing, at least in a day, you compliment 3 people, but the compliment, praise should be from your heart, not sugar-coated. I mean, you mean what you are saying. The third thing, every day, please write 5 things in the morning for what you are gratitude, how you are expressing your gratitude, and for what you are grateful. 5 things. It can be your family, your relation, your job, your house, anything. I mean, start this habit of writing 5 things in the morning. And sometime visit home and shelters, and especially take your children also. They will see how needy people are and how we are lucky to get everything in life. So please, and one day if we are not there, at least our children can carry on this. So take them to this on big festival for their birthday or anniversary, whatever suits you. And our so many, we have got friends and relatives, we are not in touch with them. So time to time, at least one small message or sudden visit, surprising visit, or sometime call. So always tell them that you are there. Whenever they need help, they can come to us. So, and especially our elders, you never know how many days our elders will be there. So sometime at least visit them or write some short note to them. And prayer, I mean, as Dhanu said, prayer is very, very important. Actually, prayer should be steering wheel, not stepping wheel. When we need something, it's not that. But prayer should be always at least 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes before sleeping. So, according to me, these are the ways how we can develop this habit. So, anybody would like to share their views, or Rishi, for what you are grateful, you would like to express your views?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm grateful for many things
Yes.
in life. First of all, and most important, I think that we should be very grateful that we have such a healthy life in Mauritius,
Yeah.
with a healthy surrounding, and also with compared to other places of the world, I think this country is blessed, and we should make it and make sure that it stays this way. So I'm very grateful for that, and also very grateful to have a very nice and supporting family, good education, basically being mindful and enjoying everything that is around you, be it the nature, the birds, or even the most basic things. So just being mindful. Thank you.
Thank you, Rishi. Now, anybody wants to share for their greatness, for what they are grateful? Anybody wants?
Yeah, Hemant Jain, sir. Yeah, Hemant Jain, sir, would you please respond?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, so being grateful about many things in life, actually. Starting with the family I have around me and supporting me, the friends who always pushed me further and higher, the overall community I have, whether it's my work community at work or professionals I know, community like this I am part of, or even the Toastmasters community I have been part of for last couple of years. Each of these communities has always pushed me forward, helped me grow, and last but not the least, grateful for the opportunities which have come from all these areas, which have just helped me grow and be a better
Very
person.
bright, very bright. You have got perception. Thank you. Now let's see what are the benefits of expressing our gratitude. That is again very important. So first of all, when you are expressing your gratitude, the person becomes humble, content in life, satisfied, less stress, more relaxed, and as time goes, your conscience become very, very light. And the beautiful saying goes that conscience is the softest pillow where we can either sleep very peacefully or no, because we know everything what we are doing, isn't it? So even again, you can improve your relations also. So that is also one of the benefits we get from expressing our thanks, our gratitude. And so this is the second step towards the personal growth and our development. Now we come to our third step, that is how to conquer our fears and failures. That is, will take us very long way in our life. Now, we all have got our own fears, isn't it? Some are fear of public speaking, some interviews, exams, some are scared of height, darkness, so many things we are afraid. But when these fears become our failure, that is the main hindrance in life. Now the question is, why we fear? Because so many times, the main reason for our fear and failure is we stop trying. We just give up. And we always say, so-and-so person, what they will think about us if we fail. Our parents will be disappointed. His children are more intelligent than mine. So always we compare and we get scared and we give up our efforts. So now what we can do to get the failure and fears away from our life? Anybody would like to say? How we can conquer our fears?
One and only option I have, that is be in present. Presentness is the only way.
But one thing we have to understand, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest, failure is not the opposite of success. No, this is the part of the success. We have to agree that, isn't it? First thing we should do, there should be always plan B. In case, what I mean by that, if your plan A is not working, you should be ready for your plan B. Not only in job, but in throughout your life. Suppose you want to go for medicine, but for any reason you are not getting the admission in university, or your marks are low, whatever reason. But then what your B plan is there? If you are not getting admission in medicine, okay, what you want to do else? So there, one thing always we have to remember, there should be plan B. If plan A is not working, then there should be plan B. And again, we should read the biography of great people. You turn the pages of the history and you will feel so many great people from humble background, poor background, how there they have reached. Today, you can take the example of Abdul Kalam, our late president. You must have read about him. He was one of the finest president India has produced. So his dream was to become pilot. But when he went for the theory exams, he passed very brightly. But in practical, because of his height, he couldn't get through. But then he took his plan B and he became immediately aero engineer, motivational speaker, one of the finest teacher, great scientist. And his one quotation, which is very, very close to my heart, I would like to quote that. Dream is not which you see in the sleep. Dream is not the which you see in the sleep. It's something that does not let you sleep. So our dream should be always alive. Today you take the second example, living example of Arunima Shah. She was thrown by somebody, from the moving train. So her left leg was amputated. She had so many multiple fractures. Even her spine was damaged. But her dream was to conquer and climb the highest peak, Mountain Everest. And she's the only handicapped lady she could cover. And not only Mount Everest, but she has climbed 9 other peaks, different height from the different places of the world. So see that from where you get up, she was not ready to spend her life either on a wheelchair or on a bed. No. Have you heard the name of Thomas Edison? Anybody? Anybody? Do you know that he invented the electric bulb?
Yes.
Yes. And it took him 28 years in 19th century. And he tried 10,000 times. And when he was asked that you failed 9,990 times, he said, no, sir, I never failed. That was my experience I got. So, these are so, we can always take inspired. We are inspired by these great leaders, scientists, so many people. And many of them, they have come from very humble background, very poor. So anybody would like to say something, how we can convert our failure in our success? Any other idea?
Ma'am, can I? I
Sure,
don't
please.
share any experience. And see, there is a statement, failure is the detour to the success.
Yeah.
Failure is the right way. And one more important thing, failure is the best opportunity to get the success. See, as you mentioned here about Thomas Alva Edison, and he was failed more than 10,000 times, but he never felt as a failure person. He always he always knew one new thing in his every experiment. Oh, this is not suitable. So this metal is not suitable. So he invented in each and every experiment, and as this is not correct, this is not apt, this is not suitable. So likewise, if we believe, and if we discourage ourselves whenever we face the failure, So every failure, I strongly believe, every failure makes you close to success. So definitely whenever we have a failure, and as you mentioned about anger, about the revenge. So in my perception, and when we have a revenge to take somebody else, it's not right way to take a physical revenge. So in my perception, taking revenge is to showing your great success. So, and failure is also very good weapon or right tool to leads to success. It's my opinion. And one more, we have 8 minutes to close the message. So please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure. Danu, yes.
But I just want to add to what was said earlier.
Yeah.
Failure is not failure if you remain at that failed situation. Once you get up from there and come forward, it's again another a stepping stone to success. So failure is not failure if you get up from there. Rise up from whatever you cannot do and move forward. Then it is not a failure.
Very good, Danu. Thank you. And sometimes, our fears are baseless also, because from childhood we have learned, or our paradigms, some are baseless also. Very, beautiful short story goes that one small boy, teenager, he was very scared of darkness. So his parents tried to make him understand that nothing is there, but he refused to sleep in his own room. And his argument was that there's always somebody hiding under his bed. So the parents took him to the psychiatrist, and psychiatrist asked only one question, that what is the height of your bed? And he said, sir, 2 feet. So he told him, just go home and cut the legs of your bed by 1.5 feet. And so how much it will be left? Only 6 inches, right? So in such a small space, I'm sure nobody can hide. So what I'm trying to tell you, take guidance also, professional help. Take the guidance of your parents or head of the family, or even professional help, as I told you. And never bottle up everything. You just share why you are scared, what you are facing. So that is also one of the methods you can overcome. So ladies and gentlemen, life gives you 10%, but 90% what you are making out of it is our choice. So that is the third strong pillar for our self-growth. And once beautiful, this Guruji was giving the lecture that we have got 2 wolves inside. One is negative, one is positive. So the one devotee, he said, can I ask one thing? He said, yes, sir. He said, which wolf is strong? He said, depends on you, whom you are feeding more. If you are feeding negative side, your wolf, that will be strong. If you are feeding positive wolf, he will be strong. So that depends on what we want from life. So I'm telling you, life gives us only 10%, but 90% is in our hand. So that is the third. Now, fourth pillar, our strong, is we all are unique. We all are unique. There are 7 billion people here on this planet, but everybody is unique. You are you, I am me. My character, my hobbies, my smile, my nature, my roots, my culture, everything is different. Nobody is same, isn't it? And we are unique in our own ways. Now, the question is why we are unique. First of all, our DNA, our genes, everything is different, which we get from our parents. Our working is different. We might be working in the same place, but your experience with your senior or junior or co-workers will be definitely different. Our hobbies are different. You might like swimming, I might like golf, or somebody else might like reading. So our hobbies, everything is different. Our intelligence, our IQ, our brain waves, all are different. So we all are very, very unique. Even our perceptions are beautiful. No perception is right or wrong. Very beautiful story, you see. This is the story 100 years back, when British wanted to put the Bata shoe factory in India, so they sent 2 representatives to bring the report. And after some days they came. So first reporter said, boss asked, sir, what is your report? He's saying, sir, India is the hopeless country, where 70% people, they are not wearing shoes. And their feet are designed to all types of weather. Whether it's cold or even 50 degrees also they can wear, sir. India is very hopeless country. Okay. Then second came, he said, what about you? He said, sir, India is the only country where we can mint money. Oh, how? If my friend is saying 70% people are not wearing shoes, if we can convince 40% also people, if you educate them the importance of shoes, 40% also, just imagine the huge population. Sir, India is a mint where we can make money. So ladies and gentlemen, this is perception also. And the shoe factory, Bata, we know how it is prosperous company in India, and the rest is history. So these all things are our personal, and we are all unique. Please don't compare with yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. Maybe you are good in something, I might be good in different things. So that is the 4th pillar of our personal growth and success. Ladies and gentlemen, so are you ready to plunge in this journey? But choice is yours and everybody's. So let me tell you these 4 strong pillars again: the management of anger, attitude of gratitude, how to conquer fear, and our uniqueness. But all depends on us, my dear, how we are taking life. The floor is open if anybody wants to say something. Thank you, Mr. Ram, for giving me the opportunity, and I'm sure we are on time.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to invite Mr. Gautam Paul, an advisory board member or disciplinary committee president of the platform, and he is Mr. Gautam Paul, and I would like to invite and come forward to give reflection or feedback over Madam's presentation. Yes, over to you, sir.
Actually, thank you, Neela ma'am. I am feeling honored and privileged to be a part of your session. Really, it was a great experience. When I was proposed that I have to give the reflection, I was in dilemma that should I do this, but later I decided that okay, it is an opportunity, I have to take this. Though I am quite novice regarding this, I am merely an aspirant, but definitely it's an opportunity to say something about your session. So I would like to start. You know all that the Mother India has been suffering an unprecedented health crisis due to COVID-19. So I would like to pay the homage to the Zz's family, as well as the family who is suffering because of COVID-19, because it is getting bitter and bitter experience we are getting nowadays. So really, it's a very pathetic situation for us. So I would like to pray to Almighty that all the people get the strength and power to bear the situation. And let's come to the situation. And ma'am, the session was an eye-opening session, because I can resonate what I did and what I'm doing. It is about the human virtues you have told and how we can improve myself. If anybody wants to improve themselves, so they have to develop the essential virtues within themselves. So you have told about the virtues and how one can improve themselves. So it is really a great thing. Even I resonated all the stories. You have started with the story, with a beautiful story, very affectionate story, which touched my heart. Because when you were stating the story, I was thinking about my situation 1.5 years ago. Really, it was a touching story. So let's come to the topic. The first topic was anger management, which is a very relevant in day-to-day conversation. And the main aspect or main good things are your cutting-edge examples and your cutting-edge stories, real-time stories. There is a significance of storytelling, and the way you have stated the story that directly touched or cut at our heart, and we could understand better what you wanted to convey to us. Really, it was a really eye-opening session. And second, I would like to say that about your behavior. You are 200% natural, ma'am. You have been a Toastmaster since long, but I have a little bit conversation or little bit interaction with you. But when you were telling something to me, I can resonate that you are well known to me since long. So this is the quality you have, ma'am, and you are like my family members, right? So this is the quality, how I can inculcate your things in my brain. So you have bridged the gap through your communication. So we need to learn the communication skills from you as well, being a natural, not showing up extra or not exaggerating oneself. So thank you very much for that also. And the last part, this is the most beautiful part. We all are unique, ma'am. Really, we all are unique. You are unique. I am unique. But I would like to add something with that you need to delve yourself. In which part you are unique. That is the essential quest one should have in their life. If they can get it, definitely they can brush it up and they can be surpass all the views, all the things. And thank you very much for imparting us such a great session. Really, it was a quite interesting, quite fruitful. And what? I have no words. I can say only one word. My gratitude has no bounds, ma'am. Listening you is a privilege to me. And really, I would like to implement whatever you told me in my day-to-day life. And everybody should implement to scale up themselves as a great human being, to upgrade themselves. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak on this floor. Thank you.
Hope I didn't take enough time.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect, Gautam sir. Now I would like to invite the Vice Chairman of sharEvery platform, global platform, and he is teacher Suresh Gaud sir. And you please come forward, and we have interaction part for 10 minutes. Sir will lead that interaction part, and before winding the session. Over to you, sir. Suresh sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, and good evening, everyone. So especially good evening, host, and thank you for enlightening us. It's really a great line. First, I have noted down it here. Anger is a fundamental emotion. It's really great. So you have covered many things, ma'am, and we will ask our aspirants. And if anybody wants to ask any doubt, you can please come forward. Anyone? Just you can ask our host, because madam has come up with many things. Especially,
please go, sir. I have a very intense question to Neelu, ma'am.
Yeah, sir, please.
That is, ma'am, you told everybody should conquer their fear or failures.
Yeah.
But is there any specific process to do this?
Yeah, there are so many processes. As I told you, suppose if you have failed in one field, then you should be ready for second field. Plan A and plan B is very important in life. Even in suppose you are not getting the job what you want, then what is your second option? You are going for some business. If it's failure, then what is your second options? But if you sit and cry for the first failure, that my business never went success, or I was not enough to study in medicine, that is not. I mean, you have to get up and see what you want to do. So always B plan helps very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gautam sir, good question. And okay, if anybody, yeah, sir, Amit sir, Amita Dao, do you have any question?
Not a question really, but I would
Yeah.
just like to say that when the topic is about self-growth and development, one of the very important things that we all inculcate is the habit of reading. You have got immense knowledge, immense information in books. Nowadays, we all have left the habit of reading. We are mostly on, the forwarded messages on WhatsApp and other things. But reading should be fundamental, and we all should practice reading at least maybe 10 minutes per day if it's possible. So my take on this is like, you grow, but you grow by reading much more than by other means.
Very beautiful suggestion, President Amita. Very beautiful suggestion.
Yes, ma'am. This is also even in these recent days, I have noticed. Even I have been practicing the same. It's good, ma'am. Good. Okay. Does anybody have doubt, or do you want to speak to our host? And madam, I have one question. So, is it really possible to control our anger in seconds? Can we get that idea to count numbers, and can we get an idea to control our anger instantly by doing these activities?
No, but we have to try. Like one gentleman gave his example that he hit his daughter, but after that he regretted really, right? And he learned from his mistake that he will never do, because his daughter was crying, right? So we have to try, we have to control. I mean, these things are not going to happen in one day, right? We have to do the training, but such a beautiful example he gave of himself. That.
Yes. Yamuna ma'am raised your hand. Yeah, ma'am, please.
Thank you, sir. Actually, I am thinking like, I'm practicing. When the person, opposite side person is anger, made us to be act like when we are anger. So we need to think about the opposite person's prospect on that particular time. So if I'm in that condition, if I'm facing like this, what is the solution? Immediately that thought we need to practice, like what ma'am said, counting. No, when we get anger, we are counting. We are making us to relax from that condition. So the same way, whenever we are getting that anger, we need to practice that in his condition, in her condition, in that child's condition. What is the solution or what is the problem? We need to think in that way. I'm practicing in this way so that I'll control my anger.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea, ma'am. Yeah. Yes.
No, but one thing we have to understand, that anger is very natural emotion. We don't have to suppress. I mean, we have to learn how to manage it, because sometimes showing anger is also very, very essential. I mean, very, very essential.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
But how you are expressing that counts a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That is what I wanted to actually tell, that how we can manage. This is natural process, correct? Understood. I mean, the managing process. In the managing process, I just am trying this. That I'm not in a second category, but in the first category itself, we need to even we need to do that practice. As age is running, and we have come across that in this condition, and we are being with a lot of different students in front of the classroom. So we have learned that practice, but still sometimes we are regretting once for a small mistakes also. So to avoid that, this is my method of managing.
Yeah, nobody is perfect, isn't it?
Yes.
And same thing we can say in low tone also. It's not necessary that we have to raise our voice to the maximum volume. No, same thing we can say in a nice way also. And nobody is perfect. As I told you, it's very essential to show sometimes anger also. But how we are saying that counts.
Yes. Yamuna ma'am, this is really good one, because as we are working under one person, so sometimes even I also face these type of issues many times, because whenever I pack my lunchbox, my bottle, and whenever I am about to leave the office, then my boss comes and tasks me to do that particular task, and it takes minimum 4 to 5 hours. So that is what irritating things usually we get. But as you said, if we think, if I were him, what would I do? Because he got some pressure from higher officials, so that was the reason he told that work to me. So I have been practicing this, because even I can come up with a simple example. So sometimes it was told in my training section, sometimes one person comes and gives a blade, and he asks us to cut a tree, this much size of tree, we cannot cut with a blade. But maximum times anger is not required, and the result is also not required, because the specific time is given to you. But you have to go there and sit, and you have to cut the tree with the blade until the time is finished. Again, you have to hand over the blade to him, and you have to salute him, and you have to go. That is what your duty. And you don't think about result. How can we cut the tree with a blade? Is it possible? Are you mad? These are the things not required. So it is what told in my training, and surprisingly, it is being worked out principle. I have been noticing. Yeah, ma'am. Thank you. And
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Suraj Gaur sir, may I say something?
yeah, sir, please.
Because I am the most short-tempered person in the group. You know. So what I do usually, I told you earlier that I introspect, and second is I try to stop myself whenever I'm thinking that I'm getting angry. I am developing a habit that I always keep myself stop in that point of time, and try to avoid the situation and try to go away from the place. Right? This is the perfect way to ignore that kind of bad situations. I think you can do this. You can make yourself stop. Just speak to not. Nothing to speak.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, good. Yes, sir. That's true. Okay, and time is running out. And does anybody want to ask anything? You can please come forward. Really good it is, and even I have many points noted down here. So perception is perception.
Sandra ma'am, we would like to listen something from your side, ma'am. It will be a privilege for us.
Yes. That's
Well, it's been very interesting watching the different way that you've set up this meeting. Congratulations to our presenter. That was beautifully done. The challenge of time, you're just starting to worry about that one. So you'll find your way, and it's wonderful having so many Toastmasters, because immediately you see the shift in how it can be and the importance of keeping comments short and useful. And so I think you're on to a wonderful possibility here. Great topic, great sharing. Glad I was here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Rambabu sir, over to you.
Thank you everyone. And yes, now it's announcement time before winding the session. And after our announcements, we'll have one more item, that is final words taken by today's host. Yeah, and here I'd like to announce 7 different announcements. Those are very important, and as we all know, this is the first session in Schedule 4. So we reduced 45 minutes, and usually we conducted 2 hours and 1 hour host message and another 1 hour interaction part. But here, and by taking all the people insights, and we reduced, and we thought to conduct these Sunday meetings as much as a professional style. So that is why the team has decided, and we are looking forward to follow these necessary steps. The first announcement is really, and we completed 3 different schedules with different ideologies or with different innovations, and those were closed very successfully. And we started with 5 people, as sometimes and many times I mentioned, and we started this platform with only number 5. Now it reached more than 2,000 people on different platforms. So really, and to all the administrators, the hosts, or the members, or those who are taking part from the beginning till now. So really, the team, on behalf of team, we are showing our heartfelt gratitude to everyone. And the second one is, and as usual in fourth schedule, as I mentioned, and Sunday sessions and Tuesday sessions are going to be conduct only 1 hour 15 minutes, but whereas Thursday sessions, grammar teaching sessions, will conduct 1 hour 30 minutes. So first 1 hour, the host will teach grammar. Another 40 minutes will have interaction part, because and grammar is very important, being as a second language learners, to improve our English communication ability. So, and the second one is, and the third important announcement is, and in first, second, third schedules, and we sorry to say, and we wouldn't upload each and every meeting, and because it's taking a lot of time to edit or to add the extra lines or quotes or everything. So that is why, and that is the one of the important thing to reduce the time. And from fourth schedule onwards, after every meeting, the next evening we'll upload the entire meeting and in our YouTube channel. Those who are not able to join in the meeting, and they may watch again and again, they can get the answers if they have any queries. So that is the fourth announcement. And the next announcement is about the formal meeting, as I mentioned, of every Tuesday. Already for advanced meeting, already there is no gap and there is no flap, already fixed, already assigned, and there is a big tight competition among the hosts, and mostly we taken from other than Indian people, except 4 meetings. And again, and in fourth schedule, in this 3 months, we have 13 formal meetings, 13 grammar teaching classes, 13 advanced meetings. Totally 39 meetings will have we are going to experience in this 3 months. Yes, and tomorrow, if it is possible, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll announce remaining 2 different meetings, host as well as along with the topics. Already it's about to close. And the next one is, and see, this is the first meeting. Actually, we thought the team to get the registrations from the participants. So after, and we think why we have to implement a very initial meeting. So that is why from next Sunday meeting onwards, we'll provide the Google format, and that Google format you have to give all your required details. Then only you will get the link, and through the link only you may join in the meeting, and the maximum 12 people only will be allowed to join in the meeting. And also, and we won't share the links on any platform. Directly to that 10 to 12 people, our link will reach directly to their Gmail accounts. So, and this is the drastic change we are going to do in Sunday meetings. And the next one is about grammar teaching, and most of the teachers are inculcated or associated with this platform. So the teachers are eagerly waiting to teach or to take classes and to enhance our grammar information or knowledge too. And the final one is, don't forget to give feedbacks or reflections over each and every meeting. My request, humble request is, most of the people, as in previous class, Susai Ratnam sir mentioned a beautiful point. The beautiful point is, people die for only 2 things. The first thing is, people scared only for 2 things. The first thing is for death, and the second thing is for public speaking. Really, and majority of the people, even though they are the teachers, and they are not looking forward, they are not coming forward to open up their mouth, because they really scared to speak or in front of the big gatherings, even in front of the small gatherings. So, and if you give reflections or feedbacks, the people, those who are quiet in the groups or in the platforms, definitely they can get some initiation, some inspiration, some encouragement from your watching by your reflections by making a short videos. So that is why we are requesting you, and you may forward your videos and in our WhatsApp group by making a short videos, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, how you feel when you're taking part in the meeting. So this is the final request from the team side, and thank you really, and especially Neelu ma'am, really, as Gautam Paul sir said, it's an eye-opening session really, and the fantastic session. Thanks for, and really I haven't watched each and everything, and soon after upload in the YouTube, I want to watch very clearly and in my style. I want to get, definitely I'll meet you again with my all queries or with all my doubts. Really, it's quite interesting topic too, and how to control the anger, and how we want to feel the unique, and every individual has a separate unique style, or in his body language, in his thoughts, in his attitudes. So everywhere, in every aspect, we are so unique, as you mentioned. So thank you. And now, before winding the session, this is the time to take the final words from the host, and afterward that we'll wind up the session. Over to you, Neelu ma'am.
Hello?
Yeah, ma'am, please, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ram, for giving me the opportunity, and I'm very happy to be here. Thank you. And I'm sure we will meet again.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. Definitely. Thank you. And Suresh Gaur sir, you please come forward again and share for 2 to 3 minutes about today's meeting. And I'm inviting you to wind up the session at exact. Just I think 1 or 2 minutes will cross, no problem. But we are doing our best. Yeah, please, Suresh sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Neelu ma'am. It was really a great session. As Gautam sir said, it was eye-opening session. Even it's really helpful to many, because many people get failure in controlling their anger. It is quite common to everyone. But as a consistent practice, we can control it. It can be possible to everyone. It can be possible to everyone. But here, our system, like my boy, my son, whenever he gets angry, he throws whatever the thing in his hands. So these are the things actually, they seem like encouraging words, but this system has to be changed. The parents can come up with the different ideas to control the children's anger. If we say like our relatives or friends or anything, so he feels that it is a great activity which he built in his mindset. So again he does the same thing, but this practice has to be changed. And usually in my point of view, people always expect something from other one. So if they don't get that, definitely they'll get angry. This is what quite common. They expect something, but if they don't satisfy, they get angry. So this system, this practice should also be changed, because always we may not get whatever the things we want. So we may get a different answer, different result from the other person. So all the things can be acquired by a consistent practice. This is what my opinion. And it can be possible. Final thing is, it can be possible to everyone. Though he's an arrogant one, though he's a crucial one, though he's a criminal, everything is possible. That is what our prisonary system is doing actually. So they take the person and they put there, and they do many things. So over a period, he can control his anger. So that is what. Otherwise, we can kill them. We can kill the criminals as and when they commit an offense. But that is not being done in our India, especially. So, okay. Anyhow, ma'am, thank you very much. It was really a great session, a delighted one. and I felt very happy by attending. Short and sweet. Great. This is what, as our ma'am said, Sandra ma'am said. Yes, ma'am. This is actually, everything is planned, everything is organized by Rambabu sir itself. Just we show only thumb finger. Yes, sir. Perfect. All right. Fine. So because we cannot find even any single change or modification in that. That much great person he is. What do you say, Yamuna ma'am? Am I right? In the team, we are doing the same actually. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You can see my screen also, so same thing. Thumbs up.
Yes. Thank you, Rambabu sir, for that. Yes. Over to you, sir.
Okay, sir. You please wind up the session and by
Okay. Thank you all the aspirants who have connected, who have shared your ideas to us, and especially thanks to our host, because she has come up with a great content, and that is most useful to everyone in our day-to-day life. Thank you very much, ma'am. I'm winding up the session from India. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.